As a clinical psychologist, if an adult child is working through family tension or conflict, there are a million other things that can be so much better to do before we even think about dropping contact altogether, unless, of course, there's issues of physical safety. I'm Dr. Chloe Carmichael, clinical psychologist and author of Can I Say That? Why Free Speech Matters and How to Use It Fearlessly. The disturbing trend of therapists that are actually encouraging clients to cut off contact with their parents, of all people, is extremely disturbing because it, of course, erodes family relationships, which are one of our primary sources of social support. It can also undermine grandparent relationships, which are very important to children. And it sends a signal to the person who's doing the cutting off that they're not resilient enough to sort through what is oftentimes minor conflict or political disagreement. Therapists might be quick to jump to the quote solution of cutting things off with your parents when they hear distress from clients about their parental relationships if the therapist has a bias that matches the client's. For example, about 90% of therapists identify as liberal or left-leaning. So if their younger client, and younger people are more likely to identify as liberal, thinks that their parents are, quote, toxic because maybe they voted for Trump or maybe they have viewpoints that disagree with the client's perspective on things like critical race theory or DEI, the therapist might be quick to align with that and to label it as toxicity. In fact, in my book, Can I Say That? Why Free Speech Matters and How to Use It Fearlessly, I discuss something called the 5Ds, which are defriending, decreasing contact, dropping contact in real life, declining to date, or disinviting a speaker. And people who self-identify as liberal by their own self-report are about 5 times more likely to engage in those behaviors. If an adult child is working through family tension or conflict, there are a million other things that can be so much better to do before we even think about dropping contact altogether, unless, of course, there's issues of physical safety. But in those situations, frankly, it might be more of a matter where the police should be called. But if there's really no actual physical danger, then what can often be helpful is for the parent to even just be willing to listen to what the child has to say, to reflect it back, to affirm to the child that we can disagree, but that's okay. We can have a diversity of viewpoints within our family.